What's going on, guys? Snake Eyes here, bringing you some more Bloodborne news. Now in this video I'm going to be talking about the Chalice dungeon and pretty much all the stuff that I know about it so far. For those who don't know, the Chalice dungeon is going to be a procedurally generated dungeon that's going to be unique to all players, and in order for you to unlock this area you're going to have to meet the requirements of collecting the special chalice and performing a ritual. They didn't really go into too many details on exactly what that ritual is, but after you meet those two requirements, the game is basically going to build you a special dungeon that's going to be unique to you, containing 3 areas, and everything in those 3 areas as far as the level layout, the enemies, and the bosses are going to be completely unique to yourself, after which you can either choose to go through that area by yourself or cooperatively. One thing that I read in an article though is they said that you can play alone, cooperatively, as well as share with other players. Now I'm hoping what that means is being able to kind of seed out your area so that way people can basically input the seed, get your dungeon. I could be looking into that a little too much, but that's kind of something that I'm hoping out of that. But from there, after the game builds you your Chalice dungeon, it's going to be fixed. What you get is what you're going to have. It's never going to change ever again after that. And the reasoning behind that is because Miyazaki basically said that he wanted people to have a dungeon completely unique from other people, to basically allow them to master something that nobody else has been through. That's something that is actually really cool, and I'll get into that more towards the end of the video. One of the things that I noticed in the demo presentation that they showed us was the area itself from the beginning to the end was actually pretty small. One of the things that I'm afraid of is that these areas will be pretty small as far as the level layout. She mentions that the end area is at the end of the hall, and the bridge that you see the White Hunter standing on in the beginning of the video is the same bridge that you see the two of them jump off of more towards the end of the video. Now their level layouts have always wrapped around like that, and they've always shown shortcuts really close to where you start off, but there was always a lot more detail and level design in between, and with this presentation there really wasn't. That could all be due to the fact that they're on a time frame on showing off the demo and just made a presentation dungeon to show us what basically the Chalice dungeon is going to be, and more than likely that's what it is. But if that isn't the case, then I'm a little worried on how detailed these layouts are really going to be. Another thing that stuck out to me was when she made this comment.
I think what we really want to do is to leave that sense of accomplishment and satisfaction for you guys to experience it firsthand when the game is available, or if this when this is available. So
now the reason that stuck out to me is because she said when this game is available, and then quickly corrects herself by saying when this is available, possibly meaning that this will be released a little bit after Bloodborne is out. I could just be looking into that a little too much, and it probably doesn't mean anything at all. I just figured it'd be worth mentioning. Usually doing translations live, mistakes are bound to happen, and maybe this was just one of them. There have been times where translators have kind of said things a little out of context, and usually they end up correcting themselves later on. I hope that isn't the case. I hope this actually is a feature that's going to be released on the same time that Bloodborne is going to be released, but at the same time, that little correction probably could have said it all. It seems like the goal with the Chalice dungeon is to basically allow people to have at least one area that's going to be completely new to the player, and that's something that I really do like, and it's something that I personally can't wait to get into, mainly for the simple fact that with YouTube and Twitch and any social media nowadays, games that are really detailed or pretty much any game that's really detailed can get picked apart pretty quickly. Just any game really within the week, all the secrets will basically just be let out, and there's really no mystery anymore. Basically what this is going to allow is for people to have at least one area where essentially nobody can help you through. There's no walkthroughs, there's no anything like that. And it kind of goes back to where if the area is too difficult for you, the next best thing you can do is to summon people to help you out through those areas. But as far as looking at like efficient strategy guides on how to clear the area, that's not going to happen. Everything is going to be completely new, even to the people that you summon. It's going to be your world, so it's going to be your dungeon, and it's going to be something that they're not going to be, it's not something that they're going to be experienced in, basically. So everything is going to remain new to people. And even though it kind of sucks that you only get one dungeon, I'm assuming per player, it's still nice to know that at the end of the day, you're going to get an area that is going to be completely new to not only you, but to anybody else you decide to bring into it. I'm really hoping that they are trying to look into a way to where you can kind of seed out your world, so that way people who aren't necessarily invited in your world, or have a link with you in any which way, can still be able to play it. Being a YouTuber, that would actually be something really awesome. I could see myself going live on Twitch and just having you guys seed me out your dungeons, and basically giving me the challenge of your dungeon and see me go through it. That would be something that I would really love to do. Realistically, that's probably not going to happen, but it would actually still be pretty awesome to do the exact same thing, stream on Twitch, and either have you guys invite me or me invite you, so that way we can all still play dungeons. And I could see this really improving the replayability of single player and co-op for Bloodborne, increasing it and making it something that people aren't going to be sick of 1 month, 2 months down the road. But that's pretty much all there is as far as all the information on the Chalice dungeon. If I missed anything, feel free to leave them in the comments below, and also let me know what you think about the Chalice dungeon. Is it something that you think is completely refreshing to the Souls games? Is it something that you think compromises the integrity of the level layouts that the Souls games have a reputation of having? Let me know what you think. Either way it goes, I'm really interested in knowing. But for the most part, that's pretty much going to wrap up this video. So leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you haven't already, and until next time, take care.